I hope so.
So what we did is we started with this pendulum thing. We just stood in front, released it on this side, and on this side. After doing this, we played with a couple different ways to let it go. We're like, okay, we can go upwards. We can go upwards or in reverse, right? We also talked about some other ways we can maybe put it under our shoulder, catch it, okay? We also talked about put it over our shoulders, catch it. We talked about the throw that was horizontal. Okay. And then after doing all those basic throws, we just talked about how to do the minimal beat throws. When we come around, we work on just throwing a minimal beat. And once we get that, we stick our arm in there, throw it over our arm a little bit. And then the next thing that we did is that we picked up actually 2 koi. We just worked on the throws. So we were like chilling, we'll just do one, try to get that timing really good. And then we talked about throwing the behind one. Throwing the behind. And then, we didn't talk about it, but you can throw the bull. That's always fun. And so there's lots of variations within that. Then we talked about the 3 ways to catch the beat. We talked about catching from on top, right? We talked about catching while turning your hand over, letting it slide through, more like Studio. And then Caden does it this way, where he throws it over the shoulder, like that. And just remember that the difference between throwing this way in the wheel plane feels different in the wall plane, right? Like throwing like that is like this, or it just feels different. So train all your throws in all your planes, right? Like this is a reverse throw in the wheel plane, right? But in the wall plane, it kind of looks like this. So the reverse throw now, just remember that one, make a penguin. Make sure your hand is under the tether. Turn your hand over in a penguin. Okay. And then after doing that, we jammed on the wall plane, just throwing this guy right here. See if we can get it. And then just talked about different ways to throw it. We can practice just 1, 2, catching the top way. Right? Catching from the top all the time. Like, okay, cool. And then you can catch from the bottom. Practice those ones. Or practice these ones. I don't practice as much. But yeah, all of those are available. And just a full variation, if you go home and start getting like, this always happens. 75% of learning or 80% doesn't happen in the class. It always happens, for me at least. Or you can jam with this one. This one I learned from Willows. Pretty nasty koi spinner. Yeah, and then after doing all those minimal beat things, I guess we just did meteor stuff. We did a lot of minimal beat stuff, and there's tons of minimal beat stuff. Like we didn't even do. Right? There's a bunch of tricks in the workshop that we had. They were like, one might goes like this. Right, this is a minimal and a full flip. Right? There's like all sorts of minimal beat madness. You can do something like this. Right? Where you're like flipping one and then throwing the other. See how that like combines 2 different types of throws. I'm playing with like 1.5 stuff, which is cool from Long Island Flow Day, right? Like this kind of stuff, and like all the throws, the 1 point throws we did, you can integrate them, right? Like I've been playing with that behind the back throw. And this 1.5, which I think is really neat. So like, train it. Oh, we also talked about this throw. Don't forget this one. Yeah, do that one. It's really fun. It's so easy if you have your thumb side here. It's just like catching it and just starting a meteor is like super fun. So, that one. Then we talked about starting a meteor. You hold the pinky side down like this and let it swing. When it starts swinging backwards, you throw this board to the back plane. And then you begin your 2 beat. Talk about taking out this pinky side right there. Okay? Putting it back in. Talk about putting it back in, which is coming down on top. The way I didn't show you guys is really annoying way to put it back in. I used to teach is that I let this one spin and then I put it back in. Where this one switches to the bottom. But you're going to do that. All of that, taking it out, putting it in, was to train for like letting it go. Okay, here I am. Okay. We can also let it go in all sorts of weird ways like that. There's a million ways to let this thing go. So the real deal for that when you go home, Patrick was working on it. The one that I train a lot is pinky, throw that one, just come back down into here. Okay? So like pinky, throw that one, come back down into here. Okay? So why that's so important is really, really challenging, guys. When you work on 3-point, you can do that exact same thing, right? I'm doing this thing. I'm going to throw pinky, thumb down into 3-point, right? I can switch hands with the poi with doing the other one I was talking about. Okay? So there's lots of ways to integrate all of this stuff, and that's why I suggest, like, I'll just show you this real quick. So I release, I'm juggling 3-point, right? Let's say I want to switch planes. I change planes here, and throw, and catch at that point every time. So it's all about just training, getting 2 up in the air, right? Just getting 2 in the air, right? That's why you don't have to be able to catch in the meteor, but just be able to throw, get it is useful. Then we did Supermans. Bunch of ways to start a Superman. First way, take the poi, bring it to our body. Okay? Second way, hold this poi up here, bounce it side to side, throw it, tracks the bouncing. Another way, some Chicago kids, drop this one down, start Superman. Cheaty way, hold this tether, get the bounce the way you really want it, right? It's really, really good. This way is really good. It's like you just like totally can bounce that. Then we just talk about some variations on Supermans. This is the outside of my legs. This is the inside outside of my leg, of my native leg, I would say. Right? This is the inside outside of my non-native leg. This is the outside of my upper body. This is the outside inside of my arm over here, right? This is the inside of my arm. It's kind of like that, that's tricky. But all of those are just variations to play with. We played with the foot stuff a little bit of this, right? That bounces here, bounces there. You can do it continuously behind the back. Just here, here, there. And the same thing works, and I'll just show you this. We didn't go over it, but Fantastic Four and all that stuff. Oh yeah, we also did the rodeo grip, which is pinky side. Beginning with pinky side, returning back to regular, going to rodeo, okay? Why all this is useful, I didn't say this before, but notice what's happening is that they call it a color change in glow sticking, where you change the side of the hand, doing the thing. That happens in the Fantastic Four and all these other tricks. Like, here I am in pinky leg, right? Here I am in thumb leg, okay? There's a trick called the Brian Swallow, which looks like this. Switch sides. Now it's pinky side, right? Now it's thumb side. A lot of these tricks do that exact same thing over and over again when you change the side of the hand. So like some other variations would be just like, so I did the color switch on that side, that happened, foot, around, Fantastic Four on this leg, here just going back. You can do Fantastic Fours like this, like, so all those Superman things come into the same sort of situation together. It's like fun ones where I do it on the back side and I move my feet. So like there's lots of power just in the Superman technique, and the class is supposed to get to a point where we can, but where you can throw them, like this toss, Chris Kelly toss. Where you throw it, catch it on the upside.
You're throwing it with your thumb leg.
Thumb leg, let it bounce around. That part's tricky. The part where it goes around, extra time. That part feels really exciting. And that's what's cool about these throws, Patrick, for you here, that you can actually do these anyway, like, right? Or I can do the other one, this one. Right, so there's lots of variations in how that can be released. So, thanks everyone.